Commissioner Crawford, you've been downstate a lot this week working on a variety of issues for Garett County. Tell me, what have you been doing this week?
Well, they had the Budget Reconciliation Finance Act, the BRFA they call it, and that's the governor's proposal. And that's where they kind of throw everything in the mix. The coal tax repeal, the Maryland mine coal tax repeal was in there, teacher pension shift. They also throw in just anything that kind of helps them to balance the budget. So we provided a letter of opposition to some ideas and provided some testimony about ideas that we thought would be detrimental to Garett County. Commissioner Raley was down with me on Wednesday, and I go down on Tuesday nights for the MACO meetings because they are our lobbyists, and they do an excellent job along with Wendell and George.
You talk about MACO there. That has to be a group that apparently is under siege this year because of all the pending cuts. Of course, a couple years ago, the highway user funds were slashed, and the latest budgets go well beyond that as far as impact on counties.
Oh, that's true, and MACO does an excellent job. The teacher pension shift is of great concern to us. What they want to do is shift those costs back to the county. Next year they have offered us a disparity grant to cover that cost, but after that the county would be responsible for chipping in to pay for teacher pensions, and it's a very controversial subject.
How much would that cost Garett County? Not, of course, in the coming year if it's offset by the disparity grant, but in years outlying, what kind of money are we looking at here?
Well, the first year it's about $409,000, and they've offered the disparity grant for that. After that, it would be another $500,000, and then it's basically we would have to make up the difference by increasing taxes in order to cover the cost of the teacher's pension. So if they don't get the rate of returns, we're the stopgap. The county's become the stopgap for ensuring the sustainability of the pension fund.
Does it help fighting this in that it is an issue that affects the whole state rather than just a region?
Yes. A lot of counties, a lot of the major jurisdictions have pushed back hard. Howard County would get a $17 million bill next year from the state. Montgomery County would get almost a $40 million bill from the state. So it's big bucks. It's about $239 million next year that would be pushed back to the counties.
Does the teacher union have a position on it? I guess they would probably feel that as long as the money's there to fund it, they probably don't care that much about where it comes from. Is that true or false?
Well, I'm not sure exactly what their official position is. I think everybody wants to see a different solution. Everybody feels that this is kind of a knee-jerk, quick reaction to balancing the budget. And if they can't reach a balanced budget, everybody's afraid that that $239 million this year could grow. If they need an extra $40 million, then we'll just shift more of that cost this year.
As we look at the coal tax credit that has been in effect for many years and has helped Western Maryland coal, that's been under attack before by administrations, and this year looks to be a little bit more momentum in that direction. Can that be stopped?
We pushed back pretty hard on that, and I think we've got a little momentum and some people who are very sympathetic to our plight and our cause. This is the 6th year in a row where they've tried to take it away. And when they built the AES Warrior Run plant down in Cumberland, it was specifically designed to burn Maryland coal, and that's the genesis for the Maryland mine coal tax credit. It is already set to sunset in 2020, and what they keep trying to do is just accelerate and eliminate this tax credit. So it's built into their business model to have it there, and it needs to be there.
Delegate Beitzel called this year an administration war on Western Maryland. Do you agree with that?
It's always a battle for rural jurisdictions, I think. Someone characterized the legislative session this year as having generational changes that'll come about with land use and some of the other controversial topics that have been brought up. So these are generational policy decisions that are in play.
With all the balls in the air, I think that the Planned Maryland issue is kind of now gone to flying under the radar. Does it have your attention?
Oh, it's had our attention. One of the other bills that concerns us even more is they call it the Ag Preservation Bill, but it's a bill that limits the use of septic tanks, and that would have an incredible impact on our county. It would limit how many subdivisions could be created, and just redefines the whole notion of development and land use.
It seems that everything that comes down the pipe from the state, might have a little ripple down in the metro area, but it has seismic changes here in our county. I guess that's the disadvantage to living in a county with about 30,000 people.
That is true, and that's why we have a difficult time in Annapolis, because we're largely a Republican county, and of course the houses down there, the Senate and the House, are democratically controlled, and we have a Democratic governor, and it makes us a little hard. We have to scream a little louder at times.
Do you like the job? I know you don't like the results sometimes, but what about the job itself?
Oh, I love the job. I look forward to coming to work every day. It's a challenging job, but I love it and I eat it up.